I am so excited you're here. If you're new to my channel, my name is Cleo, and I am so excited to finally share with you all my video for the Mitchell trousers by Closet Core Patterns. I will go ahead and show you just a little bit of these trousers. So they have welt pockets. This project had me at welt pockets. There was no way that I was not going to do this. So this is a quick little visual of the welt pocket there. And this literally is my first welt pocket that I've ever made. So the instructions were ace, top notch. They happen to have, Closet Core Patterns happen to have a really short tutorial on how to do a welt pocket, so I followed along with that as well. Also recommend that. Really easy to follow, really easy to make. And the construction of these, oh my gosh, they seem like they're so complicated, but it's actually really very straightforward. So if you're at all intimidated by welt pockets, don't be. It's right there in your wheelhouse, and the pattern has, again, fantastic instructions and really easy to follow along with. Also, darts that are in the back, don't know if you can see that, and these really great, nice deep front slant pockets, and a pleat detail here. I opted out of the D-ring. There's kind of like a pull waist tie, and I opted out of that. Also, it has a zipper fly and a couple button styles. And then just to give you a little bit of a peek inside for the lining that I chose, I can show you guys that. Nice floral, pretty lining. This was one of the key items on my fall sewing plans video, and I got right to it. I had the fabric in mind, I had the pattern prepped and cut out. What took the most time was probably deciding how much detail to share in this video. I didn't know if I should do a full-on tutorial, which I thought would just be the longest video ever, or if I should keep it really concise and just inspirational and showing snippets with some handful of captions. I erred more on that side. So if you're joining us today to kind of follow along with sewing the Mitchell trousers, I recommend that you get yourself the pattern instructions. It's a little bit of a multi-page document. So follow along with your pattern instructions, with this video, with a cup of coffee, and relax and settle in for a really great project. I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the sew along part of the video. Enjoy and happy sewing. So some thoughts on this pattern. If I were to make it again, I would make it in a slightly smaller size, and I would make it in a drapier fabric. And I looked at the finished garment measurements to figure out how much ease we're talking about based on my measurements at that time. And it's still on the slightly bigger side. So my fabric is a stretch cotton canvas, which kind of sits away. There's a little bit of a structure to it, so it kind of sits away from the body. So when I walk, and it's the wide leg version, if you can imagine wearing slightly stiff wide leg trousers, it kind of walks on its own. I think if I chose something a little bit drapier, it would sit closer to the body and it would be a little more fluid and really nice kind of swish with the fabric. I think the main thing that I would recommend is that you be really clear and confident about your measurements and then the finished garment measurements that you're most comfortable wearing. And I think you can look at the sample images on the website, the Closet Core Patterns website. I really studied the sample images and the different variations and the different body types to have a general idea of how I expected that these would fit. These are my first version, and I know that there's always the advice to make a mock-up or a toile, and that's cool. That's what I consider these, a wearable toile, because I didn't want to purchase any new fabric. This was fabric that I already had, and it was perfect. It's exactly what I would have wanted to wear. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you spending your time here on my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. It is super helpful and helps support me here on this channel. I hope that was a bit of encouragement and motivation and inspiration for you to set out and make your own pants with welt pockets and front pockets and zipper flies and all the things. I look forward to seeing you all very soon.